with this, guys. I'm not happy with this at all. Raw 25 has come to a conclusion. My name is Jay Alletto. Welcome, replay viewers, if you're watching. I'm not happy with that show. I'm not. I'm usually pretty, happy and excited with WWE, especially big events like this. That just didn't live up to the hype. Didn't live up to my expectations. I don't think it lived up to many of our expectations. It wasn't good. It was lazy booking. Yeah, I was so amped. Like, if you go back and watch my pre-show, which I think I actually blocked because somebody said it was not suitable for work or whatever, but I was pumped. I was super pumped up for it. That first hour was good. First hour was solid. I enjoyed the first hour. Can't say anything bad about that. Last segment was pointless. When you do a spot that we've seen multiple times, like the power slam through the table on Lesnar, but we've seen it multiple times. What is there to give us with that anymore? And Kane really had nothing going on. He didn't get a chokeslam, anything. Yeah, Kevin Nash said he wasn't going. The Rock never said he was. What's good, everybody? Raw 25 was a weak show. I mean, they had some moments that were fun. The first hour was good. It was a great time. It was fun. They didn't use the talent they had on the show in a very meaningful ways. They weren't very creative with it. I think creativity is important with shows like this, advancing storylines. Even though it's a good show, it's one of those shows that's for nostalgia, but you still want to advance some storylines. And I mean, they set up the Revival for failure last week. Like, that's just the truth. Like, last week, the Revival cut a promo that literally told us this segment was going to happen. Like, that's what that was. Going over to set number 2 here. I want to stand and talk to y'all. Turn it sideways. We got the DX poster back there. How you guys doing? So you think they'll set up Taker and Cena? I think Taker is definitely still going to wrestle. I think WrestleMania is pretty much a lock for The Undertaker. Good Raw compared to the past few Raws. You can't even compare it to the past few Raws. Punk, yeah, CM Punk, we're not going to see him back in WWE for a long time, if ever. You know, there were so many more tricks they could have pulled out. Like, I was thinking, you know, why not have Austin come back out at the end? Keep him around. Have him come back out at the end of the night and toast Braun Strowman and kind of anoint him. Kind of say, like how often you're going to have the opportunity to put Stone Cold and Braun Strowman in the same ring at the same time? Like, that opportunity doesn't come to you every single week. So why not do it? Whereas Alexa? Alexa had a backstage segment with Charlotte to literally bury her and put over Charlotte and Ric Flair. But that's all that was. See, 400 to 500 to just see The Undertaker that up close is not worth it at all. Undertaker was a disappointment. I don't think it was a disappointment. I don't see how Undertaker was a disappointment. I don't know what you expect. He came out, cut a promo. He looked like he was in great shape, very vague with the promo, keeping us all guessing. They should have made the Manhattan Center show just better. Yeah, we got to see a lot of great legends, but here's my take on it. And you guys can chat in the room, but I'm going to talk a little bit from my own point of view. You know, we were able to get Elias a spot where he looked good and was able to continue ascending. Like, being able to work with Chris Jericho and John Cena within the course of a 15-minute time span is tremendous. So props to the WWE for continuing to build Elias. I'm going to talk about some things I liked about the show. So I like that. Jason Jordan is a mega heel right now. I don't know if you guys understand. Jason Jordan got Vicky Guerrero heat tonight. He got the type of heat that heels would love to have. Okay, so I like Jason Jordan too. I thought that was dope. Another thing that I actually liked, the Manhattan Center was cool. I thought the venue looked great. The old school feel of it, the old school referee, the old school ropes. I'm loving that. The problem I had with it is they didn't do enough over there. They didn't use any backstage vignettes. They didn't do anything that had that old school Raw feel. You only put Jim Ross and King on camera like twice or something. It was just a waste of them anymore. Oh no, they have it. JR and King have it. They haven't done it in a long time together. You know, they're old, man. You got to cut them slack. When you get old, you can't be like, oh, you don't have it anymore. They're old, dude. Be a little sympathetic. Be a little sympathetic. Guys are old. I did like Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, although it wasn't the best match ever. I thought it served its purpose in the show. A big match to guys who were in the middle of a feud. I did like that, and I thought the vibe in the Manhattan Center was cool for that. So those are the things I liked. Roman versus Miz was great. I thought it was fucking predictable that the Miz was going to win the Intercontinental Championship. He's now an 8-time Intercontinental Champion, which is cool. I think they gave Bliss, I don't think they gave up on her, but she's definitely not looked upon as they look at Charlotte. Had the entire show there. See, they don't, thank you very much for following. I appreciate that. They shouldn't have done the whole show there, because if you do that, you take away your ability to draw 20,000 in Brooklyn. It doesn't make any sense. Brooklyn was sold out. So why would you just run the Manhattan Center, yo? Thank you for the super heart, yo. Appreciate that very much. AJ, Mean Gene was great. There were moments in the show that were awesome. There were small moments that were great and fun, but a lot of them are things that we're not going to remember. Like, if you think about Raw 1000, that was the last major Raw we had, I think, was Raw 1000. And if you look at that show, you had the wedding with Daniel Bryan and AJ Lee, which was crashed by, The Rock, CM Punk, like everybody crashed that wedding. I think Kane crashed it. It was just an insane moment. You had Vince crashed it and AJ Lee became the general manager, and then The Rock came out and laid out Daniel Bryan. Raw 1000 was better. They built the main event picture. You saw that. You knew at Raw 1000 that The Rock was going to main event the Royal Rumble. You saw CM Punk turn heel. A lot went down in that show. Tonight, nothing really happened of anything that was meaningful. Honestly. What was the meaning of that banner? What banner? Ico Pro? Yo, Ico, okay, if you're talking about Ico Pro, let me explain to you Ico Pro. If you guys saw the banner hanging at the Manhattan Center, said Ico Pro on it. Ico Pro was the protein powder, the sports supplement that WWE marketed back in the 90s. The early 90s, WWE started, Vince McMahon started a company called the World Bodybuilding Federation. It was built around Lex Luger, brother, and they had these just monster guys in like pose downs, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like posing and shit, and it was the World Bodybuilding Federation. So they had this supplement be kind of like the brand to market through the WBF. It failed, of course. Vince should just stick to wrestling, honestly, but you gotta try shit. When you're an entrepreneur, you try shit. It made you shit and sucked. Whatever, bro. Who cares? Nothing was tied together. Very few moments that popped. I mean, listen, hour one was good. They just used a lot of that. So that is, they used a lot of these legends in very haphazard ways. Like they did the whole WrestleMania Hall of Fame type introduction for the WWE divas and women wrestlers of the past, and that didn't make a lot of sense to me. Pop for Trish was good. Yeah, it was. The pop for all the girls were good, but you didn't get to see them do anything meaningful at all. Nothing fun. I mean, even the poker game was cool and everything, but MVP didn't, he's sitting there. That's it. There was no introduction. Jeff Hardy, he's sitting there. He's chilling. Thank God they didn't do it. Well, the only reason they didn't do a cruiserweight match is because Enzo is suspended, and that sucks for Enzo. If he did rape that, I'm just going to go out and say this. If he did rape that girl, it's fucking deplorable, and Enzo should be ashamed of himself, and he deserves to be fired by WWE if he did rape that girl. But if you look at her, profile and her YouTube page, I'm not gonna pass any judgment, but she doesn't seem that credible. Exactly. Nothing happened. I mean, they didn't do a lot of build for the Royal Rumble at all. Kevin Nash could not go to the building. He announced this a couple days ago. He had knee surgery about a month or two ago, and when you try to get on a plane with crutches and your knee is in a brace, it's not going to work. You're in pain. So Kevin Nash took a rain check on Raw. I think he's probably going to do a Raw in the future to make up for it. Yeah, it was one of those deals like, hey, everybody, the general managers. Hey, here's Eric Bischoff. Like, why didn't you do something with Eric Bischoff? Eric Bischoff can talk. You can hand Eric Bischoff a piece of paper of what you want him to say, and he'll cut the best promo on the entire show all night. Like, you give Eric Bischoff that opportunity to cut a promo and to get involved in an angle, even if it's just one night only, it could add some steam to it. Or, how about this? Here's a great example of what they should have done with the general managers. You had, 4 general managers? You had Regal, Johnny Ace, you had Bischoff, and you had, who else did you have? Daniel Bryan. Let them all make a match for the night. Let them all make a match for the night. Why not? Why not have, Eric Bischoff's guy versus Daniel Bryan's guy? Or Johnny Ace's guy versus William Regal's guy? Like, that's something that is quick, to the point, and you can get an entertaining segment or two out of it. Daniel Bryan's guy versus Eric Bischoff's guy would have been gold. Yeah, I mean, listen, we can talk about the Manhattan Center thing all day. The fact of the matter is it was a great idea that doesn't seem like it worked out well for the live crowd, okay? It didn't work out well for the live crowd. They didn't cut over there enough. They had too many segments. Like, I'm going to get the women's segment. You had a 4-on-4 women's match tonight. And I think they had 2 commercial breaks during that match. When you came back from the break, you went right into Asuka. You went right into Sasha winning and Asuka just destroying everybody and throwing them out of the ring. It was almost like, why not walk out one of the old women there and have them, like Trish or something, and proclaim that she's going to be in the Royal Rumble? Or why not do something along those lines? Have a face-to-face, you know? Give us an idea of who a surprise entry is going to be. Add some steam to it. Add some value. Add some viability. There's little ways where you can build stories to the next show and to the next week and to the next pay-per-view that they just don't do, and it's just out of pure laziness. And I just gave you 2 angles right there that I improved on 2 things that happened on the show. I just improved on 2 things that happened on the show. Who do you think is going to win the Rumble? Well, I think that it's going to be probably either Shinsuke Nakamura or Roman Reigns for the men. Welcome's the Cruiser Rape. Yeah, that's terrible, man. Cruiser Rape champ? That's not in good taste, brother. Listen, it's innocent until proven guilty in my mind. I think Roman and Shinsuke are your top 2 for the men's Rumble. And I got to say Asuka and probably Ronda Rousey for the women. I think Sasha Banks is a dark horse, but I doubt she's going to win. I think Nia Jax isn't going to win either. I felt like it was bad timing for a show because it was go-home time. I mean, listen, you could say it was bad timing. Yeah, a lot of the old guys were back. You say it was bad timing. You can make all the excuses in the world. The fact of the matter is you have this roster of talent at your disposal. All the Raw guys, all the SmackDown guys, all the NXT guys if you want. You have all these legends, and this is what we get. It wasn't great. I thought the Jericho-Elias segment was dope. Nope, I wouldn't have done anything more with Jericho. The list is all you needed. I thought that was one of the segments, and I brought it up. It was one of the segments they fucking hit a home run with, because at the end of the day, you had Elias working with Jericho, you had Elias working with John Cena, and he literally got a rub from both of them. He made the list, and he laid out John Cena. Kevin Nash could not travel to the show because he had knee surgery. When you have a knee surgery, you can't get around good. You can't get around airports. It's a pain in the ass. So he called out sick, basically. Got to have the list was great. I love the list. But again, you know, you had Raw. You didn't have Kevin Owens. You didn't have Sami Zayn. You could have easily built upon that storyline in some way, shape, or form. Even if it's just a small segment, you could have brought back a little bit of the way they used to write the show, where everybody has something to do. WWE Creative made the list. There you go. The Rock wasn't there. The Rock's got a lot of shit going on. The periodic table. Here it is. The periodic table of wrestling. Go ahead, guys. Check them out. I don't know if you could see very well, but there's just a few of them. The periodic table of pro wrestling right there. See, it's silly. It's silly as shit, but it's cool. It's dope. I like it. It's silly shit, but it's cool. The show is basically a solid C. I'm going to go with a C as well. I was leaning towards a B because the first hour was so much fun. I was loving the first hour, man. So I was leaning towards a B, and then that last hour sucked. The Alpha shirt was awesome. What happened with Jazz, Lita, and Victoria? Were they even? I didn't even know they were advertised. Trish Stratus was there, yeah. Yeah, no Big Show. That didn't make a lot of sense. You didn't see the Big Show there. True. You know, Mark Henry was in a throwaway spot. A lot of stuff, you know, the Godfather throwaway spot. Nothing really big happened. A lot of Slater. Yeah, we got tons of Slater. We got tons of Heath Slater, tons of Rhino, a lot of the APA. Name a top 5 wrestlers of all time. Not going to do that right now, brother. They weren't advertised, but I thought they would have been mentioned with the other women. I mean, why? They're not advertised. Ricochet will probably be sitting in the front row at NXT TakeOver Philly, which I might be there too. I'm thinking about going to Philly for at least one of these shows this weekend. I'm tired of this chat, yo. Hulk Hogan's still not a good look. Nah, Hulk Hogan, they want to stay away from Hogan right now. I get it. I mean, listen, America's very, very sensitive right now. We are very, very sensitive here in America, guys. You know, there's all kinds of mean people out there, and if you bring back Hulk Hogan, it can hurt advertiser relationships. No, they're not ready to bring back the Hulkster yet, brother. Hey, listen, we're going to find out more, I'm sure, in the next 24 hours about what happened at the Manhattan Center and what that card was like. So I'm going to hold off judgment until I actually read some eyewitness accounts, brother, because we only got to see what we saw on TV, and what we saw on TV was actually pretty dope. I didn't have a problem with what they showed us on TV at the Manhattan Center. I thought the presentation was cool, but whatever they did when the cameras weren't rolling, I was looking at the clock and waiting for something to study, and it was just a roll. Yep. Yeah, no Orton, no Batista. I thought you had an opportunity there to bring Batista back and do something. Thought, shit, this is getting bad. Thought you had an opportunity to bring Orton in. You know, I mean, Orton's there every week, but no, not 5. 5 hours, get lost, bro. You could still do 3 hours, but you could use a lot more of your talent. Yep. Yeah, a lot of cruiserweights. Should have been commercial-free Raw. I mean, listen, I'm surprised they didn't use the little box on the side of the screen where they show what's going on during the commercial. They could have at least done that, at least a couple times. I don't know why they didn't do that. It didn't make a lot of sense. I'm going to ask for a follow, guys. I did see a video of Rollins and Miz are doing something as we speak in Manhattan, so that's cool. That's cool. Maybe the show continued at the Manhattan Center. You know? Maybe the show continued. Maybe the show went on at the Manhattan Center. There might be festivities still going on. Maybe they'll do something fun after the cameras stop rolling. I mean, that's what I hope they would do. I think Elias is going to be champion by the end of the year. Nope, not by the end of the year. I think he's got it in him, though. So Elias Cena for Mania? Nah, that's the Royal Rumble feud. Bryan Miz at Mania. I mean, that's anyone's guess at this point. If Bryan's wrestling, I'm not sure if Miz would be the... I mean, Miz would make sense to be the guy, but all this Royal Rumble talk, I don't even know. I just want to wait and see what goes on with Bryan. No, he didn't. Punk did not show up there after the show, bro. Do not even kid. That's a lie. If that happened, my phone would be going fucking crazy right now. If Punk showed up at Manhattan Center, my phone would buzz so damn hard right now, it would fall off this. You guys don't even understand. You don't understand when it comes to wrestling how many alerts I get. It's ridiculous. I'm not trying to brag or anything. I don't know how many alerts you guys get, but my phone goes fucking ballistic when I know you're playing. My phone goes fucking ballistic every time something crazy happens in wrestling. My phone goes apeshit. You can go back to the other set here. Take a walk through the old dojo. Got the, I'm a little bit of a mess still. I'm not 100% organized at all, but I got the desk rolling here. A little bit of desk action. There's a TV gimmick over there. Totally unorganized. Totally unorganized right now. It's okay. Is there still SmackDown tomorrow? Yes, there is still SmackDown tomorrow. And I will be here. I will be here live, ladies and gentlemen. I will be here live for WWE SmackDown tomorrow night. Doing the Jay Alletto show here live on Periscope. Hope you guys are well. You hit those weights, Ed. You need to lift, bro, not me. Going back online, see what's going on. They got a lot of chats going. About to look at some of the dirt sheet sites. Let's see what the news is looking like, guys. Who's ready for the wrestling news? You guys want to talk about the wrestling news? Thank you. This is the PWP New Jersey Represent Captain Team shirt that I got here. No longer available. You guys missed your opportunities. Might bring it back, though, in the future. Jay, Raw was awesome. That's cool. A lot of people don't have the same sentiment. I thought Raw was decent. Is WrestleMania Philly? Is that official? WrestleMania Philly? Is that official? Nice. Oh, Ric Flair went to the Manhattan Center for Raw. That's dope. Ric Flair showed up at the Manhattan Center. Flair stated that he was on hand for the first 3 episodes of Raw in 1993, but then made the mistake of going back to WCW. That definitely was a mistake, bro. Enzo was suspended because there's rape allegations against him. This woman went on Twitter and accused him of rape. And WWE has a zero tolerance policy when it comes to rape accusations or domestic violence, I think, in any way, shape, or form. So Enzo has now been suspended indefinitely until further. That's not even something to joke about, Ed. See, like your Asperger's or whatever's jumping in there, bro. You got to keep it easy when it comes to rape, man. Any idea when Cass is returning? No idea. Anyway, Enzo is going to be suspended until we know more details about this. Some girl online, she's got a YouTube page. I did a whole thing about it earlier on this show. You can find the tweets. You can find the tweets. No, didn't accuse Enzo of the fake pregnancy, but she did fake a pregnancy. An idea when Ed is getting blocked? Probably pretty soon. She did fake a pregnancy, apparently. Like, on her YouTube page, she talks about it and admits to it, that she faked pregnancy. It's bizarre. She's got this whole video about how she lies, about how she's a compulsive liar. Tori Wilson looked amazing. So did Kelly Kelly. Kelly Kelly looked fantastic as well. Maria Kanellis always looks gorgeous. Terry Runnels looked great. Tori Wilson has always been hot. Whereas Lita wasn't advertised, I don't believe. I'm always happy to see The Undertaker. It's not the same without all the pyro and stuff that we're used to, but it was cool seeing him come out in that old school arena. I would have loved to see The Undertaker in such a small venue. Like, I've been in that venue before, man, plenty of times. I've been there probably like 50 times for wrestling in the past. I actually got my ass kicked by Kevin Owens in that very same building in Ring of Honor, so I had my ass whooped by Kevin Owens, brother. Yeah, no Hulk Hogan. Hopefully for Kelly Kelly, Rumble Shoes. Yeah, Kelly Kelly looked amazing tonight, man. She's ready. She's still young as hell. Kelly Kelly's probably only 30 now. How old is Kelly Kelly? She's got to be probably less than 30. She's probably still in her late 20s. Yeah, 87. She's not even 30. Yeah, dude, 31. 31. So hot. J.R. King, we're sleeping, that's for sure. We don't need any American badass, yo. Taker looked emotional. Of course he did. He looked emotional because it's an emotional experience for him, man. He was at the first one, and now he's at the 25th year. I mean, I'd probably get emotional too. No jacket, hat, or gloves. That's right. Left at Mania. That's the type of storytelling I'm talking about. Small things like that. That's continuity in the angle, continuity in the story moving forward. I mean, Undertaker gloveless. When was the last time you saw the guy with bare hands? It's been a while, so that was cool. Yeah, Taker Cena is the word on the street for WrestleMania at this point. That's the word on the street, brothers. Good brothers. Trish definitely hot still, no doubt. Kelly, Google Images. Hello. Haven't looked at these in a while, guys. Ooh, man, I gotta get my screen share on point here. I just made the list. Yeah, I'm checking out the Kelly pictures. So what, yo? Someone's talking about her. I searched her name to see how old she was. Now I hit the images button. What's the big deal? I'm not allowed to look at Kelly Kelly's. Teary eyes just watching an opening video. Yeah, I mean, Michelle McCool is hot as well. You're right. Hey, do you have any belts? No, I don't. No, I don't. Any more questions, guys? Who do you think AJ faces at Mania? Probably Shinsuke Nakamura at this point, unless they're gonna go for Daniel Bryan. I doubt it's gonna be Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn. How do you keep your pants up then? Great joke. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I still want Ed's belt. $100, Ed. How about Razor Ramon promo with DX? Loved it. Loved it. See, again, the Manhattan Center stuff, I didn't have a problem with what I saw on TV. What I saw on TV, I thought they could have done more, but what I saw, I didn't have a problem with. I'm upset that they didn't do much for the live audience there. But after the show, I'm hearing that Ric Flair showed up. I'm hearing that The Miz and Seth Rollins might have done something. I don't think the fireworks coming back anytime soon, no. Ramon did the Razor's Edge. Yeah, I mean, listen, I was talking to a buddy of mine, Bill, while we were chatting during the show, and he thought the same thing. But you know, Scott Hall's old, bro. He had like hip surgery and shit. Yeah, how about that? Brother Love got a hell of a pop, huh? Brother Love's pop was great. You know, or whatever he does. You know. It's cool they did that though, first Raw, and you see how far the production's gone. Jay, do you think the fireworks will come back? Probably not. Been down since day one-ish. How many of you guys down since day one-ish? I love you. Brother Love is Bruce Pritchard, not just in TNA, but always. Yo, Bruce Pritchard, if you didn't know, Bruce Pritchard was a major part of WWE since 1987. He worked there literally, he had a year off, I think, in between, maybe 2 years off. 1987 until about 2008. Bruce Pritchard was like Vince McMahon's right-hand man. Maybe 2009. But right-hand man, for sure. Bruce Pritchard, giant part of WWE, of their history. So it was great they brought him back. I'm not surprised Eric Bischoff returned. Why would you be surprised with Bischoff, man? Bischoff has no ill will with WWE whatsoever. No ill will. I mean, he worked there. That was it. Burn it down! Orton to Raw this year. They'll probably do something different with him at some point. I gotta get Kelly off the screen. I might get too excited here, guys. I just think, WWE, they give us so much as far as, like, especially the wrestlers. They work really hard. They obviously get paid pretty good. But they do this for our entertainment because the generations before them did it for their entertainment. So a lot of them do the right thing in that respect. And I have to respect their effort tonight, all the wrestlers that went out there and worked. Give them massive respect for their effort. Would Bischoff help with creative? They probably wouldn't want to do what Bischoff wants to do. So I wouldn't. He could help with creative, absolutely, but they wouldn't go for whatever Bischoff suggests. They're likely going to say no to. Yes, Cena's going to break that record 1,000%. I have not even close to a doubt in my mind, not even any doubt in my mind that Cena will break that record. Miz vs. Cena was great. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, I mean, it was good. I do like Vince Russo. I thought Miz, Cena, Roman was very good. Eva Marie, she's chilling, yo. Go look at her up on Instagram, man. She's chilling. She's got her own clothing company. She's living it up. Living it up. All right, guys. Last call. Free Meek Mills. I agree. Last call, guys. I'm going to take off in just a minute. I'll be here tomorrow night for SmackDown Live. I still got this Kelly pictures up. Whew. I'll be here tomorrow night for SmackDown Live. Doing a little bit of scoping tomorrow night for SmackDown Live. Once again, guys, my name is Jay Alletto. Follow me here on Twitter, @JayAletto. Check me out on Instagram as well, Facebook. Check out pwpnation.com. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, pwpnation.com. I'll write it up on the screen for you guys. In case you don't know, it is PWP, and then Nation. Like we are the nation of domination. pwpnation.com. So check us out over there. Check us out. Thank you, Will, TLD. Check us out on all social media platforms. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys watching. And thank you. Dean comes back probably within the next month or two. I have no idea if she's single, bruh. All right, guys. I am out. My name is Jay Alletto. Thank you for watching, especially my replay viewers. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow night during SmackDown Live. Enjoy your Tuesday. Make the best of it. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.